She then taught her how to make a towel hat, and that was the making of a great friendship. It turns out that her earrings were indeed real. As many other friendships started this year, Bella Strickland walked up to Allison Gardner the first day of school and bluntly said, "I want to be your friend." And still to this day, it remains true. Jocelyn, Odalis, and Emily would pick at Liz every day in kindergarten, but somehow became friends towards the end of the year. And still to this day, they have stuck side by side. In Miss Fogg's class, everybody had to keep quiet after nap time when heading out to recess, so no one would wake Kinley, who slept right in front of where we put our sleeping bags. Also in Miss Fogg's class, Bella and Gabriel were having to spell words on the board, and she told them if there are two of the same letters, not to say it twice. But they continued anyway, saying ball, instead of ball, and got their dots moved and cried. Moving on to Miss Louder's kindergarten class, Karen Vasquez was going into the restroom and shut the door with Jocelyn Garcia's pinky in it and broke her pinky in half. Oh, the clubs we had on the playground when Gabriel asked Jake to be a part of the Cool Kids Club in kindergarten, but Jake was not enthused and pushed Gabriel as he told him no. Needless to say, Gabriel was heartbroken. Allison Gardner was also never allowed in the clubs, and one time she asked if she could get into one of them. They said yes, but then they all started laughing and pointing at her, telling her she couldn't actually join their club. Also in kindergarten, JD stapled Odin's hand on accident. We had upstairs in first grade when we left the doors open near recess and a snake got inside Miss Miller's classroom. As Bella sat in her desk, JD pointed under her desk and yelled, "Snake!" Winter came along with some snow, and in first grade we had a snowball fight and were pushing each other. Allison Gardner got hit in the back of the head with a snowball, and we all got in trouble. The end of second grade, one of our classmates, Megan, moved away. Moving up to intermediate school, we made a lot of new friends. Mason's schedule came along in third grade. Andy and Kelly moved in fourth grade. Kelly wore her sparkly hot pink and purple leopard print toms and thought they went with everything, but they did not. Allison, Courtney, and Andy got put out of the hallway almost every day in fourth grade with Miss Daughtry. Lunch was an eventful time when Odalis, Liz, Angela, and Jocelyn would mix corn, mashed potatoes, and oranges in the milk. They would then give the mystery milk to Tanner Harris, who got sick and left. Our last year of intermediate school, Courtney pulled Connor Easley's chair out from under him in Miss Hartley's music class. He was not very happy. The days of immaturity grew stronger in the coming years heading into middle school. At lunch, BJ Fisher told Kinley he loved her, and her response was, "Okay." Our football team only lost 2 games this year and finished second place in district. One day in the middle school library, Allison Gardner broke a bird decoration and almost cried, so she called Miss Hauser to come fix it because she didn't want to tell Miss Bennett. No one else knew but Miss Hauser, and she said she would take the blame if anyone found out it was missing. We always look forward to dodgeball tournaments at the end of the year, and of course our boys always win. The next year, a familiar face moved back into our class, Megan Block. Along came twin sisters, Hunter and Reagan, who wrestled every day the first day of school. At cheer practice one night, Megan was playing basketball with her cheer poms and got them stuck on the goal and had to run laps. Jolie also moved here in 8th grade and shortly later in that same year left. Jake and Cody Mayhew were throwing a little football in Miss Park's class and broke a glass decoration, and Jake took the blame because Cody missed the ball. This is the same year that the 8th grade calculator team placed second in the UIL meet. We were also the first class to participate in Model UN. Kinley and Megan were the only 2 resolutions that got passed and represented very well. In Dr. Nash's class, he told Andy that she had to stop laughing, and Andy told him it took 21 days to break a bad habit, which she had just learned in Coach Laughlin's class. Michaela Ridenhour accidentally punched Amanda Pratt in the nose in Coach Trent's math class. Leaving for a field trip, we stopped at Cece's to eat, and after eating, we realized the claw machine was broken, and everyone decided to get the prizes. Which later the teacher took them up and we got in trouble. At Celebration Station 8th grade year, Allison Cheney won 1,000 tickets with Clinton's money. He was such a gentleman that he let her keep them. He also won jackpot at a different game, so good for him. Gabriel Ricardo danced the wobble on the stage by himself the day of the 8th grade dance. We all had so much fun at our first dance. The last day of middle school we celebrated just as we will this year with a slideshow, breakfast, and a walk through the halls. It was a big transition into our lives from going to middle school to high school, where we began as little fishies. We were finally heading on to the big campus with many more new faces. Addie and Sarah Fisher, Haley Darby, and Ruben Rios moved here freshman year. Addie played her first year of basketball and needed coffee before every game. On the way to our first tournament, she spilled her coffee all over Allison Garner's white basketball uniform. Allison was so upset. In Miss Martin's class, the heater caught on fire. The AC also leaked, and she had Matthew get it out, and he dumped the water all over her head. In band, students were getting a bass drum off the top shelf and threw it down on Gabriel's head when he was trying to grab it. Gabriel also threw a bass drumstick across the room in the middle of the band when they were trying to play baseball. We greeted a few more students sophomore year, Jolie and Abby. Welcome back, Jolie. Jolie got called Jolene by Coach Horton's sub on accident. Kinley had bands that wired her mouth shut and couldn't talk for 2 days, and Addie fed her pretzels through the bands. AJ Sanchez was accidentally shoved into Mario Aguilar at an assembly and got a cut on his arm, which he didn't think was bad until Eric Jimenez realized he had blood on his shirt sleeve. He later had to get 28 staples. We were entering our last few years of high school when the volleyball team was warming up in the locker room, and the silly towel came down and split Addie's lip open. Haley, Megan, and a few other cheerleaders threw up a stunt to fix the towel before the coaches could notice. Sophomore year, several of our boys helped our football team win our first round of playoffs in 19 years. Also sophomore year, our softball team finally changed the ending and won our first playoff game and advanced to round 2. On top of our accomplishments in softball, the UIL did amazing things this year. Haley, Megan, and Andy helped carry the calculator team to regionals. Mason's schedule helped the computer science team make 3rd place in district. AJ Sanchez helped the literary criticism place first. Jolie Herman helped the count team place first. Matthew McCormick helped the mathematics team place first. Tyler and Abby Worley participated in pros, both landing on the leaderboard with 2nd and 6th place. Amanda LaPrade and Allison Cheney placed 2nd in the floral challenge. Ag Advocacy moved on to area with the help of Hannah Walker and Amanda LaPrade. Andy, Allison Cheney, Amanda LaPrade, and Addie Fisher went to area in FFA freshman year with the help of other members junior year in public relations. Addie Fisher also advanced to area job interview. The band also made sweepstakes for the 2nd year in a row. Bella Strickland made it to regionals in powerlifting this year. Coach Garcia surprised Bella by setting her deadlift higher than what he had told her, surprising her with a new max. Junior year came and the volleyball team overcame many obstacles to secure a spot in the playoffs. Felicity helped the debate team win 3 consecutive district championships. She also qualified for state 5 times and national once. Tyler Dodd qualified for regions. One time, during theater, Tyler Dodd was just walking around the stage with a Sonic cup and randomly fell off the stage because he was backing up, not paying attention. When we were helping him up, the only thing he was worried about the most was his Sonic drink, which somehow didn't spill a drop. In Mr. Mattis's class, Kinley roasted Haley after her and Matt broke up and she ran out of the room crying. To this day, they still laugh about it. In Miss Carnes' class, Gabriel would always mess around with Rodrigo, and Rodrigo would then become traumatized by Gabriel's actions. And they would also horseplay in the class while she was in the kitchen, and Gabriel and Rodrigo accidentally bumped into a shelf and broke 2 picture frames. Sorry, Miss Carnes. This year, the band made finals, which is like a state championship. The end of the year was a trying time for all of us when we had to face adversity of losing our softball, baseball, and track seasons, as well as our annual salt pageant. Bella, Megan, Allison Garner, and Amanda LaPrade and Emily Moreno participated in the 2020 virtual salt pageant, which you can obviously tell is a little different this year. Bella was crowned and is the reigning salt queen. The summer before senior year, Allison Cheney and Addie Fisher went to state for FFA public speaking. We went for an extra long spring break, not knowing what senior year would look like. Here we are doing things as normal as we can. Building the bonfire was an event for everybody. Beck and Andy had to be champions because they were late to volleyball practice due to tree leaves spilling out of Jolie's truck. Also during the senior bonfire, we were getting wood and brush, and Jolie stepped in the same ant pile 5 times. The following night, Eric and Bella were crowned homecoming king and queen, as well as one of the most admired classmates, Gwendolyn, who was crowned co-queen. We were the first class to put on a homecoming dance, which resulted in a great turnout and a fun night. Eden Grant and Sarah Fisher have dominated in cross country, and Eden placed 2nd, advancing to regionals. The football team is also fighting for a spot in the playoffs. Allison Garner and Bella Strickland are founding members of the Go Force, an organization created to guide, mentor, and tutor young classmen, as well as help them with fellow seniors with their post-high school plans. Although our senior year is full of uncertainty, masks, and social distancing, we cannot wait to make more memories this year and finish the year getting all dressed up for prom and throwing our caps in the air at graduation to say our final goodbyes to Grantsley and ISD.
for the chunky.